Now let's turn to Democratic Missouri Congressman and member of the House Financial Services and House Homeland Security Committees, Emanuel Cleaver. Sir, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Good morning.
I want to start off with the news, the latest news, the cyber attack forcing the shutdown of Colonial Pipeline. This is 5,500 miles you're talking about of this pipeline, which carries 45% of the East Coast fuel supplies. In your estimation, what is the biggest concern that we need to have and the biggest question about this right now?
Well, I'm on the Homeland Security Committee. I think we're going to get a briefing on next week, so I don't have any of the latest information. I'm sure that the chairman does, Benny Thompson of Mississippi. However, I do think that there may be a good idea of where this is coming from. I don't think that a discovery should go with just a simple, we know you did it. I think you're going to find, I hope, Republicans and Democrats alike outraged at the audacity of a foreign actor trying to disrupt our economy, our system of functioning with oil and so forth. So this is a big deal. I don't think anybody should, and I don't think anybody will receive it lightly.
Okay. We'll certainly stay on top of that, as I know you will as well. In the meantime, I want to get your reaction to the jobs report that came out this week. And you just heard Senator Blackburn there talking about it. And what she said is that all of this spending has given people the incentive to stay home. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't. There may be some cases, I don't want to say that there aren't some like that. But I think, look, one of my closest friends, one of my closest friends on the planet, owns 5 restaurants here in my congressional district, and he has told me he's having difficulty getting workers, and I think that's for a number of reasons. One, there may be a few people who think that $300 a week is fine, and they will take it, but I think they're in the minority. I think there are some people who are still afraid of the coronavirus. I think a lot of women in particular, are not able to go back to work because the kids can't go to school. And so they're staying home trying to take care of their kids. And given the choice between which one, they're going to take care of the kids. So, there are a number of reasons. I think it's disappointing. I'm not going to come on here and say, oh, this is great. But I'm not sure that I'm ready to judge our recovery by this one jobs report. But it does
it does speak volumes, though, correct? I mean, that is a low number, and that is a lot lower than people expected. And you do also raise a good point about schools, and that was actually in my notes a question to get to you because, I know Republicans specifically, and some Democrats, but majority of Republicans have been pushing to get kids back into schools for months now, and so many kids aren't. And so, on one hand, you do have parents who are forced to stay home still because their kids aren't able to get in school. We are still in the calendar school year in May at this point in most locations. But on the other hand, I've also interviewed many restaurant owners who say, I'm raising the amount I'm willing to pay people to come back to work, and they won't. They are just staying home. So sure, I don't necessarily think most people think that there's just one answer to this. But when you look at the overall picture, do you think we need to speed up recovery somehow?
Absolutely, and I think that's what the administration is trying to do. There's no such thing as a flawless way in which we are able to solve this pandemic-induced calamity. I think that the schools have got to open, and they've got to open as quickly as it is safe to do so. Because I have a daughter with 2 little kids, and I can tell you, it's difficult for her to go to work, and the schools are closed, and the kids are sitting up at home, so she's homeschooling. So this is not a Democratic or Republican issue. It's an issue that we've got to deal with, and I think that we can deal with it. We are $8 million jobs. Remember that we've got to create. And it's going to be a very tough deal. I think that the American Jobs Bill is going to help immensely because we'll have all of these new construction jobs. And I'm hoping that you know, that we're close to going back to school. Now that they're I have a little 15-year-old granddaughter who is now excited because she's getting ready to get the vaccine, or will be able to get it shortly. And so people are going back to school. We're going to get there. It's not fun right now.
Yeah, no, it's not fun for a lot of people, that's for sure. Sir, thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate your time. Have a good day.
Sure, good to be with you.